So yes, you can just walk in there and ask them for a new card.
Okay. I came here to see if I can have my card changed. I don't know if I'm at the right pharmacy, CVS pharmacy, but you gave COVID shots at my job and they put my husband's name on there. So I was just wondering, can you guys just switch it out, or how do I, does it matter?
How would it have your husband's name on it?
I have no idea, but that's definitely not me. They have my birthday, but it has my husband's name. Maybe I'm under his insurance, maybe that's why.
That's weird.
That is very weird. Thank you so much. So does it even matter, or was I just...
I mean, so we have the information of like what the lot number was and everything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing to hold on to.
I know, right?
Yeah.
If I'm traveling like, ma'am, you're not Steven Wenslaw.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much. I'm over here trying to find some lighting where you guys can see me. So yeah, guys, we got it changed. We have got it changed. So it was so weird to them. So I'm telling you, if you are getting your COVID test and then you're under your spouse's insurance or something like that, make sure you check your card, because look, it has my name on it. Can you guys see that? There you go, guys. It's fixed. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here. We have a thing here. We have a thing. You have to subscribe. If you may, please, could you go ahead and subscribe and click the bell so we can notify you when we have new content. Yeah, it's a thing. Also, comment in the comments below, please, because it helps me a lot. Alright guys, so we're just gonna get into this one. So this one is a an update of my previous COVID vaccine experience. If you have not seen it, go ahead and, you know, find it and, you know, click on it and watch that. You will understand what happened there. So I'm here to tell you guys what happened, how I went about to changing my name on the card. Yeah, and everybody was shocked, just to say the least. Also, I just want to say, when I did that COVID experience video, I was not promoting anything, guys. I was not. I wasn't getting paid either. So that was done out of free will of my heart, just to share my experiences. We are here to share anyway, so why not share? I mean, people ask me all the time, like, what happened? Did you feel this? Did you feel that? So I just thought I'd share it, because somebody might be out there searching, just curious about, you know, the vaccine experience. And I shared mine, you know, just like everybody else. I feel like, you know, we make these decisions to get the COVID-19 vaccine personally. It's your personal choice. Don't feel pressured into getting it. I stated it in my other video that, you know, my job did not force anyone to get the vaccine. You know, it was a free will. And there are others who decided right away, like me, and there's others who took longer than others. And that was fine. It's fine. And if you decide not to take it, there's others who have not taken it in the healthcare field. They have not taken it, and that's their decision. And personally, I respect that. And I feel like everybody who, everybody decides, everyone should just respect it. I'm sorry, it's not like an imposing thing on everybody, like, respect it. You know, have your opinions, because everybody has an opinion and nobody can stop you from having an opinion. That is your opinion. Anyway, having said that, I found this interesting and I want to share it here. The research that CDC did in Africa in conjunction with a medical group in London. So they did a research in Africa and they found that 4 out of 5 people would get the vaccine if it was deemed safe. And they did this out of 15 countries, and there were like 15,000 participants. And out of those, from what I read, the highest number of people who were more positive or were more receiving were the Ethiopians, because it was like 94% of that number. The 25% of other people, they said they would do it if it was deemed safe. And I understand that. I think that's where most of us stand. Like, is it safe? What's the deal? Like, the research wasn't that long. What's the deal here? I understand that, you know, and that's why I literally just say it's your choice. So don't feel nobody's pressuring you. And those are legit questions. Now, if you have questions like that, they are legit. You know, you see the research, Africa is so huge and they have this 15,000 and they only pick 15,000 people. Yes, so you will have questions, especially in Africa. There's a lot of questions and speculations about the vaccine. I posted something on Facebook and my niece literally called me. She said, "Auntie, I'm meaning to call you. Why did you get the vaccine? Oh my goodness, what? It's not safe and this and this and that." But I reminded her, and let me just remind you, it was my opinion. When I was telling her this, don't base anything on this, don't come for me. I told her, well, you take your child to get the VCG, those are shots in Africa. The VCG, I mean, faithfully, you know, at 1 month, at this number, at that number, when they're born, they have their shots. I had to inform you that those are vaccines. I mean, they are. Let's just be real. They are vaccines. And so I understand the fear that this vaccine was made in a short frame time of this vaccine is like threatening to people. But also on the flip side, we've seen how it has affected the nation and the world at large. A lot of lives have been lost. Like, the dynamics have changed in families, in workplaces, in just public areas. Dynamics have changed. When you work close to it, like I do in healthcare, and I am a licensed practical nurse, LPN. I work in long-term care. The dynamics are just overwhelming. You know, you see residents who can't see their family members, who have to look at them through a window. Guys, it's real. And these residents are missing their families. They can't hold them, they can't touch them. Even when they're extremely sick, either the family is just afraid to come in because of the disease, and so they die by themselves. Guys, it's real. Like, so when I heard about the vaccine, yes, I did. Actually, I would have volunteered to get the vaccine. I'm just saying, that's my choice. It's my choice. I would have volunteered if it came down to that. But it was a choice. I made a choice and I took the vaccine. And I'll tell you my experience with this. I've spoken about the families, dynamics, the residents, and my experience was when all this was going out, I would work 7A to 7P, and those are the busiest shifts. Now remember, I worked in long-term care. I don't have anywhere less than 20 residents assigned to me. Okay, and I have to pass meds to all those 20 residents. Okay, not once, not 3 times, sometimes 4 times or 5 times in a 12-hour shift. And so even in those times, there was a time when we had to have goggles, gloves, we had to have masks on, and gowns at all times. It doesn't matter where you are, whether in the bathroom or not, you have to have your gown on. I mean, I'm not being funny, but it was a real thing, guys. Now, I just want you to visualize this with me, okay, for me, because I went through it. So I had to pass meds to not less than 20 residents, and for every room, I had to take the gown and gloves off, wash my hands, sanitize. When going out, I put a clean gown on, prepare the meds, go into another room, take the gown off, put another one on, okay? And go in the next room. And when I'm done in that room, take the gloves and gown off, wash my hands, put a clean gown on because I'm in the hallway. Repetitive, and it was exhausting. I mean, that was the hardest time I have experienced in healthcare. Like, it's real. So yeah, when somebody makes a decision about the vaccine, please respect it. They've decided, they've done their research or not, or just decided out of whatever decision they've made the decision from. It's really none of your business. Like, for real, it's none of your business. It's their decision, you know. And there's families who not all of them have vaccines. Like I took the vaccine, my husband hasn't, and you know what, he's probably making his mind up, he's probably still doing his research, and that is perfectly fine, and I am totally fine with that. I should let you all know. So it's his decision. So there are going to be those dynamics, you know, around us. We'll meet people, and we'll meet people sharing their experiences. And when somebody shares their experience, it's not to rub it in your face, or it's not to make you change your mind, or it's not to force you to do anything, or it's not to suggest anything, and it's not to guilt trip anybody. No, enough of that. So Susan Goldstein, when they did their research in Africa, she mentioned that vaccines haven't really been welcomed, and that's true. When, you know, we've had experiences like in when you take a science class in nursing school, we learn about Typhoon Mary. We learn about how just people don't really adapt easily to change, you know. Like when they wanted to quarantine Typhoon Mary, she was just rebellious and did stuff, and in the long run, for lack of a better word, killed a lot of people because she wasn't adhering to what, you know, they had found that she had. We see now, you know, we had to go into quarantine, we have to put on masks, we have all these changes, and it's not easy for anybody, and everybody is resistant to them. For a good reason, because we're just not, we're human beings. Sometimes we're set in our ways, and then the government comes and tells us to do this, and yeah, I understand all that. I understand the changes are too much sometimes, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, when it comes to what the government wants, the masks, whatever, we are doing it, and fine and dandy. Vaccine is your personal decision, guys. Don't feel any pressure. It's your decision, and we are gonna respect it. Especially me, I'm gonna respect it. So I did get my name changed on my card. Yay! Yay, guys! I got it changed. So it was like a whole process, but I'm just so glad I did it. Yeah, it was done. It was done, guys. So yeah, if you're on somebody's insurance, make sure you check your card, like legit check it, because if you're on your mom's or your spouse's or anybody else's insurance other than you, their name will be on their card, on the card. And when the people who are doing the COVID, you know, making the card for you, they look at the insurance card. Yeah, you do sign your consent and whatever, but they look at the card. I think in my case, they looked at the card, and my husband's name was clearly on there, so they clearly just put it on the card, but it was clearly not me. Just saying. All right, guys. So just pay attention to that, and don't feel pressured into taking the vaccine. And no, I wasn't getting paid when I did the vaccine experience video. On that note, yeah, don't forget to comment in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. All right, and I will see you next